Healers vibrate in harmony. Breakers disrupt to rebuild, which are your you. Have you ever felt as if you were guided by some invisible force, something deep within your soul compelling you towards certain paths or experiences? Perhaps you've sensed that your presence in the lives of others has a very specific purpose, either to gently restore balance or to boldly dismantle the status quo. You may not even consciously know why certain situations keep repeating themselves, or why you're naturally drawn to certain types of people or circumstances. Yet, these recurring patterns are not random coincidences, they are powerful clues about your true spiritual identity. The universe whispers through subtle signs, emotional signals, and intuitive nudges, patiently revealing whether your sacred mission is to heal by vibrating in harmony, or to break and rebuild by challenging what no longer serves humanity. So ask yourself now, deep within your heart, which resonates more strongly with your soul's core frequency, healer or breaker? Healers carry a profound vibrational signature of harmony, compassion, and emotional resonance. They effortlessly attune themselves to the subtle energies of their surroundings, sensing emotional wounds and spiritual imbalances. If you are a healer, you likely find yourself frequently surrounded by souls in need, people who instinctively recognize your nurturing energy and naturally seek out your support, wisdom, or simply your calming presence. Your empathy runs deeply. You absorb emotions almost intuitively, understanding others without needing them to speak a single word. But this beautiful gift often comes at the price of deep emotional intensity. As a healer, your heart can feel overwhelmed by the weight of the emotions you carry. Yet this emotional sensitivity is precisely your greatest power. Your ability to sense and transform emotional pain into clarity, healing, and emotional liberation for others is exactly what makes your presence vital at this critical juncture in humanity's spiritual evolution.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
Conversely, breakers resonate with an entirely different frequency, one that carries strength, courage, and a relentless drive for authenticity and truth. If you identify more strongly with the breaker energy, you've probably felt misunderstood or even judged at times for your intensity, your boldness, or your unwillingness to accept the superficial comforts of conformity. Breakers naturally challenge the established order. They feel a profound calling to expose illusions, confront uncomfortable truths, and dismantle outdated systems and beliefs to pave the way for authentic growth and renewal. This intense role is not an easy one, for it frequently attracts resistance, criticism, and even isolation. Yet, your disruptive energy is deeply sacred and incredibly powerful. Without breakers, humanity would remain stuck in cycles of stagnation, deception, and spiritual complacency. You possess the unique courage and clarity required to awaken others from illusion, forcing society and individuals to confront their shadows and embark on genuine transformation. So, as you sit here, reflecting deeply upon your life's journey, you might wonder, can someone embody both of these powerful energies simultaneously? Indeed, it is not only possible but quite common. Many spiritually awake souls naturally balance aspects of both healer and breaker energies. Your soul may feel at home when nurturing emotional wounds in one context, while boldly challenging outdated beliefs or harmful paradigms in another. If you resonate deeply with both frequencies, your spiritual path involves mastering the delicate balance between harmonizing emotional healing and courageous disruption. The duality within you is not a contradiction, it is a profound gift. It means your soul chose a particularly powerful and complex mission to heal humanity's wounds while also courageously guiding it toward greater authenticity, awareness, and genuine spiritual awakening. Now, a profoundly deep question arises. How can you consciously recognize and activate these powerful energies within you? The first step is awareness. Spend quiet moments reflecting deeply upon your emotional patterns, relationships, and recurring life challenges. Do you consistently find yourself helping others heal emotional wounds, providing comfort and restoring emotional harmony? Or do you frequently challenge authority, confront deception, and push against outdated societal or personal limitations? Notice how your energy naturally flows in these situations. Journaling your thoughts, feelings, and experiences will illuminate patterns and clarify your spiritual identity. Over time, you will clearly see whether your dominant energy aligns more strongly with the healer or breaker path, or perhaps beautifully integrates both. Additionally, pay close attention to how you feel emotionally and energetically in various situations. Do you feel energized, fulfilled, and profoundly aligned when bringing harmony, compassion, and emotional clarity to others? Or do you feel most alive, authentic, and spiritually fulfilled when confronting illusions, speaking uncomfortable truths, and courageously dismantling outdated systems? Your intuitive responses are clear indicators, gently guiding you toward your true spiritual purpose. The universe continuously provides subtle, yet powerful signals through synchronicities, dreams, and intuitive insights, each designed to help you recognize and consciously activate your healer or breaker energies. Finally, consciously integrate spiritual practices specifically designed to amplify your chosen frequency. If your soul resonates as a healer, daily practices like meditation, breathwork, energy healing, and intentional emotional release rituals become essential. These amplify your empathic abilities, strengthen your emotional resilience, and deeply attune you to the emotional energies of those around you. Conversely, if your soul aligns as a breaker, practices such as courageous truth-telling, intentional journaling focused on authenticity and personal growth, and powerful meditation rituals designed to enhance intuitive clarity become critical. These practices sharpen your intuitive discernment, amplify your courageous authenticity, and empower your ability to effectively challenge illusions. Now, as we move forward into deeper insights, the next powerful segment will reveal precisely how healers and breakers practically fulfill their sacred missions, how their unique energies profoundly influence relationships, communities, and humanity's collective spiritual awakening. Are you ready to uncover exactly how your soul's deepest energy shapes your spiritual destiny and practically transforms the world around you? How healers and breakers practically fulfill their sacred missions in the world. As you begin consciously identifying yourself as either a healer, vibrating in harmony, or a breaker, disrupting to rebuild, it's crucial to understand exactly how these energies manifest practically in your daily life, relationships, and broader impact on the world. Your soul chose this role for a powerful reason: to profoundly shape humanity's spiritual evolution at this pivotal moment in history. Let's dive deeply into the practical ways healers and breakers fulfill their missions, and explore how consciously activating these energies amplifies your influence and transforms your surroundings. If your dominant frequency resonates as a healer, your daily presence naturally brings harmony and emotional clarity wherever you go. Your energy has an immediate calming and comforting effect on others. Simply being around you helps people feel seen, understood, and deeply validated. Practically, this means that in your family, workplace, or community, you're often the emotional cornerstone, the person everyone turns to during emotional crises or periods of stress. Your ability to intuitively sense underlying emotional wounds and skillfully provide nurturing guidance profoundly transforms relationships. You have the unique gift of creating safe spaces where emotional honesty and vulnerability flourish, enabling true emotional healing to occur. But beyond emotional nurturing, your healer energy also practically manifests through subtle yet powerful acts of kindness, empathy, and energetic alignment. Daily interactions such as offering supportive words to a struggling friend, listening compassionately without judgment, or performing small acts of kindness have a cumulative impact. Each action subtly shifts emotional frequencies around you, creating ripples of healing energy. Over time, your consistent presence practically transforms communities, workplaces, and families into environments characterized by emotional harmony, authenticity, and mutual support. Furthermore, healers often find themselves naturally drawn to professions aligned with their frequency, such as therapists, counselors, energy healers, spiritual guides, nurses, teachers, or caregivers. Your emotional intelligence and intuitive understanding practically enhance your professional impact, enabling you to profoundly influence others' emotional well-being, personal growth, and spiritual awakening. Consciously embracing your healer identity empowers you to intentionally amplify this energy through daily practices like meditation, mindfulness, energy healing techniques, or intentional emotional journaling. Each practice significantly strengthens your intuitive sensitivity, emotional resilience, and practical ability to influence those around you positively. Conversely, if your energy aligns predominantly as a breaker, your practical role in the world involves consciously disrupting illusions, challenging stagnant paradigms, and courageously guiding humanity toward greater authenticity. While your mission might initially feel more challenging, controversial, or misunderstood, it carries profound spiritual power and practical significance. Daily, your presence practically forces people to confront uncomfortable truths, reevaluate their beliefs, and awaken from spiritual complacency. In your family, workplace, or community, you might often find yourself speaking uncomfortable truths, challenging authority figures, or exposing hidden issues that others avoid acknowledging. Although this role frequently attracts resistance or criticism, your courageous authenticity practically serves as a powerful catalyst for personal and collective growth. Practically, your breaker energy manifests clearly through your bold communication style, fearless pursuit of truth, and relentless authenticity. You intuitively sense when something feels off, deceptive, or inauthentic, and cannot help but courageously challenge it. While initially disruptive, your courageous authenticity practically forces others to examine their assumptions, reconsider their beliefs, and embark on genuine personal growth. Your energy breaks open stagnant emotional patterns, dismantles limiting beliefs, and practically clears the way for new, healthier paradigms to emerge. Professionally, breakers often gravitate toward roles like activists, spiritual leaders, speakers, writers, entrepreneurs, or innovators, fields practically benefiting from your fearless pursuit of truth, creative disruption, and courageous authenticity. Your breaker identity practically empowers you to lead movements, inspire change, and boldly transform outdated systems into healthier, more authentic ones. Consciously amplifying your breaker energy through daily practices like courageous journaling, intentional truth-telling exercises, mindful confrontation of illusions, and meditation specifically designed to enhance intuitive discernment practically sharpens your abilities and deepens your influence. Yet, what if your soul resonates powerfully with both healer and breaker energies simultaneously? Practically, your spiritual path involves consciously balancing nurturing harmony and courageous disruption, two seemingly contradictory yet deeply complementary energies. Your life's mission practically combines emotional healing with fearless truth-telling, compassionate support with courageous authenticity. This dual mission makes your practical role even more powerful, enabling you to guide humanity simultaneously toward emotional healing and genuine spiritual awakening. In your daily life, balancing both energies practically means skillfully navigating situations to discern clearly when harmony, emotional nurturing, and compassionate support are needed, and when courageous confrontation, truth-telling, and disruption are necessary. Practically, consciously activating both energies through consistent spiritual practices significantly enhances your emotional intelligence, intuitive discernment, and practical ability to influence profound transformations in relationships, communities, and humanity's collective consciousness. Now, as we move forward, we will explore the practical spiritual tools and techniques designed specifically to amplify your healer or breaker energies intentionally. You'll understand clearly how practically activating these energies significantly enhances your intuitive clarity, emotional authenticity, spiritual resilience, and collective spiritual impact. Are you fully ready to consciously master these powerful energies, practically fulfilling your sacred spiritual mission in the world? Mastering your energies, practical techniques to activate your healer or breaker potential. As you consciously embrace your sacred mission as either a healer, harmonizing emotional wounds, or a breaker, courageously disrupting outdated paradigms, it's essential to actively master practical techniques to amplify and balance these powerful energies in your daily life. Activating your true potential is not just about recognizing these energies intellectually. It requires deliberate and consistent practices designed specifically to cultivate and strengthen them practically. If your core frequency aligns primarily as a healer, daily meditation becomes one of your most potent practices. Meditation designed specifically for healers focuses on nurturing compassion, emotional clarity, and energetic sensitivity. Practically, this involves regularly setting aside quiet, sacred time to visualize powerful healing energies radiating from your heart center, enveloping yourself and others in calming, restorative vibrations. As you breathe deeply, imagine gently dissolving emotional pain, tension, and conflict, replacing them with harmony, understanding, and emotional clarity. Over time, this meditation significantly strengthens your intuitive empathy, emotional resilience, and practical ability to transform emotional energies within your environment. Additionally, intentional emotional journaling practically amplifies your healing powers. Each day, spend time courageously exploring and articulating your own emotional experiences and those of others around you. Clearly ask yourself, what emotional wounds or subtle energies am I intuitively sensing, and how can I practically offer healing or harmony? Writing clearly about your emotional insights practically enhances emotional intelligence, intuitive clarity, and spiritual alignment with your healer mission. Moreover, energetic practices like Reiki, breathwork, or energy alignment exercises practically deepen your capacity as a healer. Regularly practicing techniques designed to cleanse, balance, and harmonize your energetic field significantly amplifies your emotional sensitivity and practical ability to influence emotional healing in others. Consciously connecting with aligned communities or mentors also practically reinforces your emotional resilience, spiritual clarity, and practical ability to manifest healing energies in daily life. Conversely, if your dominant energy resonates more as a breaker, your daily practices involve courageous truth-telling, intuitive discernment, exercises, and intentional disruption rituals designed to practically sharpen your authenticity and strengthen your courage. Practically, intentional journaling focused specifically on courageously confronting illusions, false beliefs, and societal conditioning becomes essential. Each day, write clearly and fearlessly about situations where truth, authenticity, or spiritual clarity are compromised. Clearly ask yourself, how can I courageously disrupt these illusions practically, restoring authenticity and clarity? Practically, meditation techniques specifically for breakers focus intentionally on enhancing intuitive discernment and strengthening courageous authenticity. Daily, visualize yourself boldly illuminating hidden truths, dismantling false beliefs, and empowering authentic transformation. Regularly affirm inwardly, I courageously disrupt illusions, guiding humanity practically toward greater truth, authenticity, and spiritual awakening. Consistent practice significantly sharpens your intuitive clarity and practically amplifies your courageous impact. Balancing both energies practically involves consciously integrating healer and breaker practices. Each day, intentionally discern which energy the situation practically demands, harmonizing emotional wounds or courageously disrupting illusions. Practically, maintaining this balance significantly enhances emotional intelligence, intuitive discernment, spiritual resilience, and your practical ability to profoundly influence transformation around you. Now reflect deeply. Are you fully prepared to consistently and intentionally cultivate these practical techniques daily, courageously mastering your sacred mission as a healer, breaker, or both practically? In our final transformative segment ahead, we'll vividly explore precisely how consciously mastering these powerful energies practically shapes your relationships, emotional clarity, spiritual resilience, and collective influence significantly. Are you fully ready practically to embrace and master your sacred spiritual legacy intentionally? How your mastery as a healer or breaker practically shapes your legacy and transforms humanity. Now, as you courageously master and consciously embody your healer or breaker energies, you'll witness profound practical transformations in your personal relationships, emotional clarity, spiritual resilience, and the broader collective impact you have on humanity's awakening. This final stage of your journey isn't simply about spiritual theory, it's vividly about real-life transformation that radiates outward from your daily interactions into the very fabric of society itself. As a healer, practically mastering your harmonious vibrations means your personal relationships become significantly deeper, richer, and more meaningful. People around you naturally experience emotional safety, understanding, and validation simply by being in your presence. Conflict becomes an opportunity for profound emotional clarity and growth. Your intuitive empathy practically guides you to recognize hidden emotional wounds, gently transforming pain into emotional liberation. Imagine your family, friends, and community practically flourishing within an environment of genuine emotional authenticity, mutual support, and harmony directly because of your conscious embodiment of healer energies. Your emotional clarity also practically expands, enabling you to navigate life's challenges calmly and intuitively. Situations that previously felt overwhelming now become clear opportunities for emotional growth and intuitive wisdom. Your spiritual resilience practically strengthens, empowering you to confidently guide others through their emotional journeys with patience, compassion, and deep intuitive understanding. Practically speaking, your courageous mastery of healing energies directly influences emotional intelligence and spiritual maturity in your environment, creating powerful ripples of authentic healing throughout society. Conversely, if you align primarily as a breaker, consciously mastering your disruptive energies practically shapes your reality in equally profound ways. Your personal relationships become significantly more authentic, direct, and spiritually mature as you courageously speak truth, challenge illusions, and inspire genuine transformation. People around you practically learn to embrace authenticity, question limiting beliefs, and courageously pursue deeper spiritual truths. Your daily interactions become opportunities for powerful breakthroughs, challenging others practically toward greater emotional authenticity, spiritual clarity, and courageous self-awareness. Practically speaking, your intuitive clarity and courageous authenticity sharpen significantly, enabling you to boldly confront situations previously tolerated out of fear or conformity. Your spiritual resilience practically grows stronger, empowering you to withstand criticism or misunderstanding with unwavering confidence, guided clearly by intuitive discernment and courageous truth-telling. Your breaker energy practically dismantles illusions, clears away outdated beliefs, and makes way for authentic, spiritually mature paradigms to flourish. For those balancing both healer and breaker energies, your practical influence becomes even more profound and uniquely transformative. Your emotional intelligence and intuitive discernment practically empower you to skillfully navigate relationships, knowing clearly when to offer emotional nurturing and when courageous disruption is necessary. Your balanced energies practically create environments characterized by profound emotional authenticity, courageous truth-telling, intuitive clarity, and genuine spiritual awakening. Finally, consciously mastering your chosen energies practically shapes your eternal spiritual legacy. Imagine future generations profoundly inspired by your courageous example, recognizing clearly how your practical mastery of healer or breaker energies significantly transformed collective consciousness, emotional authenticity, spiritual clarity, and courageous interconnectedness. Your intentional actions practically influence humanity's spiritual trajectory, guiding future souls toward emotional clarity, intuitive authenticity, courageous vulnerability, and profound spiritual awakening. Now reflect deeply and practically upon this final profound question. Are you fully ready and committed to consciously mastering your extraordinary healer or breaker energies, courageously transforming your reality, and profoundly shaping humanity's spiritual evolution practically and intentionally? Step forward courageously into your sacred mission, knowing clearly your soul intentionally chose precisely this extraordinary spiritual path. Your profound legacy practically awaits your conscious embrace. Transform yourself and transform the world.